Hello everybody and welcome to Deck Dump, Meadowlands Edition. This is going to be a little series I'm starting just as a basically easier kind of video to produce. My more in-depth videos, my deck profiles, I want to be able to play actual games with and probably script the second half and have a good breakdown so you guys can understand what's going on with those decks. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting to find games and practicing more with the deck and such, I'll show off some of my untested ideas. Starting off with Salt Mode Gen X, quote unquote. It's mostly just level 3 turbo. This deck's pretty bad, I won't lie, but it's really fun. We're in Master Rule 2. Let's see if we open the fun combo. Not quite. We'll get it, we'll get it. We'll get it, we'll get it. I don't think this one quite does it. We'll try. We play Instant Fusion for Cybersaurs so that we can go into our Pareto and get another guy from the deck. See if we draw nice. We drew nice. We drew very nice. That fixes everything. So now we can target Nishi, get 2 more bodies on field. Go ahead and overlay for Invoker. Invoker is going to get us our second copy of Wind Up Soldier here that we opened one of. Because Soldier lets us very easily make a Synchro 8 here. In this case, Stardust Dragon. We've got the Beast in hand. Go get our Assault Mode activate. Now, it's a little bit messy, but you get your Assault Mode Stardust, which is always fun. Right in your opponent's draw phase, you can be like, stop! Omni Negate time. And that just feels so good. When you got the big bodies backing it up too, it feels pretty nice. Besides that, there's some other very convoluted combos, such as opening something like Tin Goldfish, Assault Beast, and Birdman, and Machine Dupe. In that case, you can go through the Boo-Ray to get to a Machine Dupe target by Goldfish for Beast, then tag out with Birdman. 3 in a level 4 machine to get to your Boo-Ray, summon your Inishi, then you can Machine Dupe and do the line. It's very silly, quite bad though. It did inspire me and some of my friends to look at more Assault Mode stuff though, just because this guy's so cool. I love Stardust, and Assault Mode looks so sick. Assault Mode Stardust literally is so dripped up. It's great. As for the next deck I want to talk about, it's my Karibo deck for the format. It's a stall deck. I'm not exactly sure how much I can show off in this video, just cause, yeah, I opened this, right? And it's what I open. This one's not a particularly good hand, but in this case, it's not bad because we have the Winged Karibo to make sure we can get to next turn, which is always nice, and a Judgment and an MST to cover our bases. But basically, you're just supposed to sit here. You want to make so this hand can make our full combo here of Slacker Magician. Because this card is surprisingly difficult to out in this format. It can be difficult for a lot of decks to produce 2 big bodies in one turn, especially while playing through back row. In this case, I need to tweak the deck a little more because I realize Tribute is quite counterintuitive with the Slacker Magician card. But just being able to fade battle once a turn very comfortably, and then being a target negate on itself is really cool. Because so many cards in this format just target. So she's just like, no, I'm good. I'm alright. I'm actually chilling. It's a deck mostly made to frustrate people, I won't lie. There's some fun, silly stuff in here, like Photon Satellite and Machine Duplication. So, we use these, Photon Satellite has this real nifty effect of being able to add its level to another Photon level, and then they both are that. So, in this case, it targets something else, they both become 2s. Or satellite target another satellite, they both become 2s. And then that second satellite that hasn't activated yet, target the first one, they both become 4s. So that there will let us make our Gear Gingan X to search our Mechlord Emperor Weissel, which is why I was on Torrential Tribute, because I love this guy. I'll jam him in anything. Weissel's the goat. It's just what it is. But there are some genuine silly plays you can do. You can climb into Pleiades by, let's see here, it's target 1 to go to 2. Actually, no, I'm tripping. You can't make Pleiades with this. I think that's a leftover from when I had Photon Thrasher in the list. Because Satellite plus Thrasher, 4+1, 5, make Pleiades. It's a nifty little card though. Lets you make Gachi Gachi Gentetsu as well. You can get into 3 stars with them. Gives you a nice little variety to play with. And then you're just kind of relying on, you know, Flute, summon a Karibo, and then detonate. Even better if you've got the multiply too. Things like that, just to kind of stall your opponent out and kind of deck them out with Morphing Jar and card destruction. Now, deck number 3 is probably the silliest. I saw a quick draw, or not quick draw, sorry, a Turbo Cannon list for Tengu format on Twitter the other day. I'll find a link to it to leave in the description. But I remembered that I own a copy of this card, of the Turbo Cannon card. So I was like, well, I'll get to cooking, I'll see what I can produce. And it's another silly stall list. You're not focused on decking out though, because Turbo Cannon is a wonderful card. Just a non-target pop, burn your opponent for half that attack. And then soft, so we play Machine Dupe to be able to, with a lot of 1-stars that summon themselves, to be able to make 2 or 3 of them in one turn, which is always very funny to be able to get 3 pops. Then there's some silly text into here like Zero Zerok. Struggling to say that. I've mostly only read these cards. But just being able to block battle phase and just sit there and be like, no. Same thing with Wall. Mirror Force is still so good in this format. We just play Effect Filler as anything else to get a negate, to try and keep our opponent's ceiling from getting too high. There's a cool little tech in this deck of Gen X Neutron, since this card's able to search just any machine tuner during the end phase, and in a slow deck like this, you really don't mind giving up the normal summon for a turn, especially in return for an 1800 beater. It's a nice little tech. Lets us play 5 copies of Turbo Rocket. Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, if my opponent doesn't open Mystical Space Typhoon, I think I'm chilling. I can just throw out 3 guys. That's what I love about this deck. It's just so silly. Make a little Slacker Magician. Make a Turbo Cannon. Zero Zerok. There it is. It's peak. This is what I wanted to create this this series for, honestly, to be able to show off this deck exactly, because I couldn't make a full video about this by itself, but it's just silly enough, just fun enough that I wanted to talk about it. Because genuinely, being able to vomit out a ton of 1-stars and consistently make slackers, and just backing that up, you've got some powerful back row in this format. being able to play the scapegoat as well and use that as more 1-stars to keep making more turbo cannons. It's very, very funny. There was some thought I had to playing a like Photon Thrasher or something in the decks, just some other 4-star to try and make like Digusto Emerald to help put stuff back a little more, help me stall out a little further. Particularly since I'm machine duping, because it's nice that you can machine dupe. You don't have to summon both of them. It's up to 2, so you're able to pace yourself a little bit with that, but you still want to be able to recur that. All the bodies you're just zooming through. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show off today. Salt mode, quote unquote Gen X, Karibo in the Meadowlands, and Turbo. Well, I appreciate anyone who watched this far, and check out Meadowlands Format. It takes place in May 2013, and it's very, very, very fun. There's a lot of cool cards, a lot of cool decks, and the meta isn't too scary. It can get a little unfun, but that's kind of Yu-Gi-Oh! There's still old scary cards that see use today, EEV. But it's a wonderful, wonderful format that lets me play Turbo Rocket Control. So yeah, hope everyone has a good one, and check it out.